Hi, Lindsay Musser Pacheco here. This video is for those of you in the real estate industry. Let's talk about when is the smartest and most strategic time to give a gift to your client. Now, in this industry, I actually don't get asked a lot of questions about when to give the gift to your client because it's usually assumed that you would give it at closing, right? And in a lot of ways, that is the time that makes sense. You're there, the client's there, you're celebrating closing, settlement, whatever. That would be when you would give the closing gift, right? So let's talk about a few reasons that closing settlement might not actually be the best time to give your client your gift. Number one, it can be a very stressful time, right? Everyone's had a hectic closing now and again. Number two, the client's belongings are maybe packed up or disorganized. There's actually a little bit of a chance that the gift could get lost, misplaced, or at least stuck under a box for a little while where they wouldn't use it for a few weeks until they get organized. Um, there's lots of reasons why giving at closing might not actually be the best. You might not have their full attention. So, what we advise here at Legacy Burning Gifts is something called a pop buy. And it's just like it sounds, but I'll give you a few strategic tips here about how to set up the pop buy so that it works the best for both you and your client. So, by the way, this works whether or not you already have a supply of gifts and you just want to do the pop buy because it's strategic. And it also works if you've just placed your first order and the gifts haven't come in yet, but you also have a closing. What you're going to do is you're going to go to settlement and you're going to say to the client a very intentional script. You're going to say, "Hey, you guys, thank you so much for working with me. Congratulations on your closing today. Today is going to be all about just getting your deal across the finish line, doing all the paperwork. I don't want anything to distract from that, but I did special order you something. I can't wait to give it to you. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to bring it by after you're all settled in." Now you have set up the expectation that you will be coming by later. They're excited. There's anticipation. Ooh, what did they get us? Right. And you've set up an opportunity and an invitation for you to come by later and get another touch with the client. And here's the advantage of doing a pop by later. So, number one, I already said you're going to get another face to face touch with your client. Top of mind awareness for you is already its highest at closing when they've just been working with you for a while. But then your top of mind awareness goes down as time goes on. So, if you can schedule a pop by and a face to face meeting here, you're going to bring that top of mind awareness back up again. Number two, they're going to be more organized. Maybe the entire kitchen will be put together, and that Cutco gift that you gave them is going to go straight immediately into where they're going to keep it, and they're going to be able to start using it right away. That's definitely great. And number three, not being stressed out or distracted means you'll have their full attention. In addition, maybe you'll get to meet some neighbors and so forth because they're already settled in. There's plenty of people for them to introduce you to. It's a perfect time to ask for referrals. And speaking of meeting other people, I'll give you one extra little strategy here. I've seen many agents have great success with bringing the gift by later at the person's place of work. Now, obviously, that won't work with all clients, but if you have someone who works in an office setting and it's the type of place where you could just pop by, imagine the buzz that'll cause in the office. Think of how that works if somebody gets flowers for Valentine's Day and everyone's like, "Oh, what did someone give you?" Right? So you might even have a chance to meet the coworkers depending on how relaxed the atmosphere is in the office. So just a great idea. Try setting up popping by their place of work and arranging to meet all of their coworkers. But even if you can't do that, just arranging to pop by their house is super strategic and smart. We've seen a lot of agents make that their plan A and bringing it to closing being the plan B instead of the reverse. So I'll run through that script one more time. You literally just say, "Hey, you guys, congratulations on closing today. Today is going to be all about getting your deal across the finish line and doing paperwork. I don't want anything to distract from just making this happen. But I did actually special order you something. I'm really excited to give it to you. I'm going to bring it by when you guys are all settled in." So let me know if you have any other questions about when to bring the gift or how to bring it up. We do strongly encourage a pop by being your number one strategy for the reasons I mentioned. Have fun and happy gifting.